Well, good afternoon, my YouTube friends. This is Abby with Abby's Creative Hands I Crochet. First of all, I would like to wish you all a wonderful and very blessed Thanksgiving, surrounded by your loved ones. It's already 6 o'clock in the evening, and I've had a wonderful Thanksgiving dinner with um, families and friends. And most likely you are probably having your Thanksgiving dinner at this time. This video is nothing to do with crocheting or nothing to do with makeup. This video today I wanted to share with you a project that I have completed a couple of months ago. I should say about 5 months ago. And it has to do with scrapping. I love scrapping and I've been doing this on and off, but the fact that my mom is already up in age and I wanted to treasure a lot of the beautiful memories of my father and my mom and their beautiful dating and when they got married and all that, so I could pass that on to my grandchildren. So I decided to share with you this project. I am not a scrapbook professional. I have not, um, I would say, um, copied anyone in particular. It was something that I had in mind, and that's the good thing about scrappers. Um, People that are into scrapping, that they create beautiful stories with their pictures and their journaling about each individual picture itself. So what I did, um, I went to the dollar store and I purchased a couple of these composition composition books. And as you can see, it has for my other grandbabies, the girl's scrapbook of my mom. So this is the type of notebook that I use to create a beautiful story on my mom. I also went to Joanne Fabrics and I purchased a couple of the cardboards. This one in here and a red one. This is a let's see what color this is. I know it's a very beautiful raspberry color, and these ones are red roses. And I went to, I think it was Joanne Fabric as well, and I purchased this package of beautiful um, beautiful pages, and it's wonderful for projects. Okay, so this is the one that I use. As you can see, it's very hard to open because here it is. And to glue those beautiful pages to this notebook, this is what I used. I also used rulers, scissors, and some embellishment that I purchased from Joanne Fabrics and Michaels when they have special jewelry and little ornaments to embellish your projects, burlap, flowers, and everything. So here is the beautiful memories of my mom from her childhood till now. And when you open in here, let me see how I open this. When you open up, you could see that there are pages, okay, and each page has a story. What I did here was that I used a very hard cardboard to cover the main part of this book, front and back. And the inside of the first original cardboard is a picture of my daughter, my grandbaby, and me. This here is a picture of my mom, a picture of my mom when she was 17 years old. Look what a beautiful woman. And she's still beautiful. The actual flower, I made it with a very hard tissue. It's called cardboard. And it's the same type of paper like this. And this paper here, it's the in-between papers of that package that I showed you. But this here, I made a spiral design. I cut it and I started twisting them and make like little dents around it, and then glue it with the Elmer glue and let it stay there for about an hour. And I put up something like a book to make it look like this. You see? In the next page, what I did was I added this paper here with a hand like she was writing, and I added butterflies in a little picture, and then I cut a rectangular piece, got real paper, and I asked my mom to write a little letter for her. So she wrote down my daughter, my grandbaby's name, and the one that is writing you this note is your great grandma. So I embellished it with real pretty flowers and used one of the Martha Stewart tool for scrapping, and I made this little dents in here. In this page here, I did like a little bouquet, and it has tags. It has 5 tags. See? I cover it with a paper, my childhood, and this is written in Spanish. And there's like a little bouquet here with a little embellished cut up butterfly. And I got some stamps that had little birds, so I stamped it there as well, and butterflies. These little tags are 5. There are 5 little tags, and they all have like a little ribbon to it, and they have 2 different types of paper. This is cardboard, and this is just regular paper with a little bit of roses that I got at Tuesday morning. And this here as well. And this little one here with a little bicycle. And maybe this is just the story of my mom since she was a little girl until 12 years old. Okay, so they're all numbered. And it has here a 1, a 2, a 3, and 4. That means 4 generations. My mom, me, that's what I call Abby, my daughter, and my grandbaby. So, how I do this little tags, them all together. These little tags are inserted in this little bouquet that I have made for her. So they're like this, like a little flower coming out. This one is also another one which has a little envelope. As you can see, you could delete it from here. You could remove it from there, I'm sorry. And it has like a little pocket. This is what is called a little pocket insert. And I added this type of paper with a little bit of flowers. I added this black piece and I made little cuts with that little tool from Martha Stewart. Got this color. I added different colors to it. So it would be the cardboard, which is this color. I added this piece, made little cut-ups in here. This little sticky paper, also glue in there. I cut this little piece in this color and the black one. And what it says here is, this is my family. These are your roots, family roots from your mother's side, and where we are from. We're from Cuba. So this little tag is inserted in the little pocket right here. This is a beautiful part here because actually this is like a waterfall picture cascade, and I added these two strips of rectangular pieces here, cardboard, and I embellished it. As you can see, it's flowery, has a big flower. I bought this Edgerland fabrics and the little black, so it will go with this section in here. So as you know, they have the same printout. And then here, when you flip it back, this is what's holding the pictures together. This here. Let me put it back again so you can see it. These two things are holding the pictures. So I'll put it back here. This one here is my grandmother, and in the back it gives you information pertaining to her birth, where she was born, when she passed away. Here is supposed to be a picture of my grandfather, which I never met. We don't have no records of him. Here are my mom's siblings. Okay, as you can see, they go in cascade. This is a sister that we don't have a picture of her, and she died at a very young age. This is my mom when she was 17 years old. This is the same picture from the beginning. My uncle, my auntie, and some more information in here pertaining to my mom's family side. So when you let it go, you see, this is how it keeps it safe in there. This is a beautiful part in here. This is my mom's love story with my dad. It's embellished with beautiful chains, laces, and a heart with a little key here, a big key. And this is to open. This is like he opened the door to her heart. And here is a little heart embellished with a little bow. And I don't remember where I got this. I think I got these from the Dollar Tree or the Dollar General. They come in 2 or 3 of them. And when you open the heart, it's the story of my mom when she met my dad. And everything is written down in Spanish. Okay, so also in the back, and you can see the heart in the back. And this was made like if it was a very vintage old paper. And if you smell it, it smells a little bit like coffee. How I did this, the leftover coffee, I got one of the papers and I soaked it and let it dry with a blow dryer. I dried it with a blow dryer, and once it was finished and all wrinkled up like that, I started to write down mom's love story. This is also done the same way here. But in here, it's all of our, how they've been, when they got married, they've been 65 years married already, and they have 7 children and all the kids' name. And all this information was given to me by my dad. And you can see here how it's all rusty, like very old vintage paper, and the back as well. You see here. This one in here, it's like what my mom would have loved to have when she got married. She never had a wedding gown. She was she comes from a very poor family. And this is what she would have loved to have as her wedding dress. Okay. And then in here, it's a letter that she writes to my granddaughter, and it's embellished with a little heart. And I made this. It has a little letter inside for my granddaughter, so when she's old enough she could read it. We would like for her to read it when she's 18 years old. And here is another little bouquet. And in this part here is a little note saying that I'm the one who's gathered together all this information for her. You can see how pretty this looks. It has this background in here. It has this hot pink. And then it has this one in here with cut-ups. And this dress, I had fun doing that. A lot of fun. It was like, I don't know what she wanted, but it was a real pretty thing to create. I had a wonderful time doing this for my mom. You see here, this is a picture of them when they went to a gala party somewhere in Havana, Cuba. And here is like pretending to be like an invitation, and I created this. These are pictures of them throughout the year. Okay. And these are pictures that I have to add up in here of them as well. This section in here this is my grandmother by my father's side. Look how beautiful she was. Okay. And in the back is a picture of her when she was much older. I would say late 70s. I'm going to give you an idea of what she looked like. Let's see if I could turn this around. The picture that I just showed you was this lady. Here are my grandparents. My grandfather, paternal grandfather, my maternal grandmother, and my daughter when she was a baby. Let's see. This one here that I'm going to show you, it's pretty much the same layout as from my mother's side of the family, but this is us. We're 7 kids all together. And this is layout in the same cascade presentation. So we have these 2 things here that are holding the pictures. So when we flip up here, you're going to see this is my oldest brother when he was 12 years old. So in the back, I'm just going to go fast right now. But in the back, this is a picture when he was 12, and this is a picture of him right now. See? Here, let me see if I can hold on to this one here. This one here is a picture of me when I was 5, when I was 10, and me now. This is my brother when he was I think, maybe 3 years old. And this is him now. This is my sister. I think she was maybe 3 years old. And this is her now. This is my youngest brother when we came from Cuba. He was only, I think he was only 2. And this is how he looks right now. And one of my youngest brother, he was born here in the United States. And he's a very good looking guy. Extremely good looking. Look at him now. And this one is the little tiny one who is 6'4", and this is how he looks right now. He's a handsome little one too. So this is pretty much how I've been doing my scrapping. I'm not following anyone. I'm pretty sure that somebody has something like this, but I have not gone and say this is from such person. This is another one, but I did it the opposite way. This one here is vertical. This is in the vertical, and this is horizontal. And I put a little heart in here with a little diamonds. And then I embellished it with these colors. And these pictures in here are pictures of us when we arrived here at the United States of America. And that was many years ago. I think we've been here 50 years already. It gives you information in here to where this picture was taken. Here, when we joined the first clinic. And this is us here when my mom and dad turned 50th anniversary. My mom's 50th anniversary. Okay. So we have to put it down here. This here is my mom's 50th party anniversary. Okay. And in here, they're just pictures. I have a lot of pictures of them. It's just that I didn't want to overcrowd this here. But you can see Tender Love. This is them, and this is a picture of us, the one that I showed you on a previous page of us all together. My mom and my dad. We had a surprise for them. They didn't know about it. Look. And we asked Mom and Dad, Mom, give a kiss to the dad, and she was embarrassed. You see? And here, my mom, my dad, my sister, and I here. And there are more pictures that I like to add, but I have not had much time lately. You see? This is our anniversary. 50 year, and this was in the year 2003. So, this is a little picture, and I embellished it with a real pretty handkerchief that I had, and gold embellishments to it. Now in these pictures are pictures of my mom's grandchildren and great-grandchildren. According to each child, like my brother, it would be my brother, me, I'm the second, and 3, 4, 5. My mom has 7 kids altogether, so all the grandchildrens in here are according to our siblings. So this is here, my oldest brother, his kids. He has 3 boys, so here are the 3 boys. In this picture here, it's me, my kids. Let's see if I can hold this. I have 2, my son and my daughter. My brother's kids. Oops. So this, I have to put it around here. You see? And here are my sister's kids. And they come according to their birthing. More grandchildren from my mom's side. More grandchildren from my parents. Look at these. And my youngest brother. Little kids. And this picture right here is all related to my mom's great-grandchildren. She has a lot of them. So we have here from my oldest brother's grandchildren. Okay. And here are my grandkids. And the one that is going to be born that I need to place in here. This here is from my brother. I'm missing like about 4 of them in here. I don't have pictures of them. And these are my sister's grandbaby. And here will be more pictures of grandbabies, great-grandbabies. And in here will be my mom's recipe. And final, this is my mom as she looks today. This is my mom as she looks today. I just wanted to share this with you and just let you know what I do in my spare time. I really enjoy doing this scrapbook for my mom, and I think it was a beautiful memory that I'm passing on to my grandbabies. I hope you like it. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of um, records that you have to gather together and write it down nicely, um, a lot of journaling, a lot of embellishment. And once it's completed, you feel so good about it because it's like you're telling your grandchildren a story to them of their grandparents, um, love how they met and all, the struggles and all the wonderful times they had together, and seeing all your families, your brothers and sisters and uncles and cousins and first cousins and second cousins and third cousins and all that. I think it's a beautiful way to keep memories alive, um, and to share with them when it happens that your loved one passes away. I thought that it was a great idea, and when I presented it to my daughter, she was really, really happy with the fact that I have made such a beautiful book for my granddaughter. I need to work on the other ones because I have to do two more the same way. I hope you like this video, and thank you for stopping by. And um, you're welcome to leave a comment in the box if you like to. And please don't forget to subscribe. And to those new YouTube friends, I give you my thanks and warm welcome for joining me. Wishing you all a safe Thanksgiving and God bless you. Bye bye.